McCaffrey is known by many as a former Denver Bronco, right, and the father of 49ers star Christian McCaffrey, but he's also known as the man behind the line of McCaffrey's sauces. You might have seen them in grocery stores. So our Business Buzz show picked his brain about all the sports business happenings in Denver right now. The latest episode hits the 9 News Plus streaming channel tomorrow. We're so excited. And here to talk about it this morning, we have the Business Buzz host, Ryan Frazier. Good morning.
Lauren, always good to be with you.
Yeah, so how was the conversation? What'd you guys chat about?
You know, it was really cool. Ed McCaffrey, in his transition from pro football, 3-time Super Bowl champion, to a business owner, the founder and CEO of McCaffrey Brands. So it was really cool as a fellow business owner to have a conversation with him about what's happening in business. And we really focused on the business of sports. And so it was a really cool conversation. I think folks are going to enjoy hearing his perspective on a range of issues from the growth in women's sports. As you know, that's huge.
Yeah.
There's hundreds of millions of dollars flowing into women's sports these days. National Women's Soccer League is coming to Denver. There's a lot of talk about the WNBA moving a team here as well. This is becoming big business, a lot of economic opportunity. And in fact, Ed McCaffrey was saying that one of the largest, fastest growing sports in the country is women's flag football.
Wow.
So I expect to see you on the field
Okay,
sometime here
put me
soon.
in, coach.
But on top of all that, Lauren, we got into Neil, name, image, likeness, and the ability of college athletes to profit from their personal brand, and the economics behind that, and how it's changing college sports as well as professional sports, and the relationship between universities and college athletes. And the last topic we covered was arena football. The Colorado Spartans, which is the arena football team here in Colorado, are moving their home games back to the Denver Coliseum, and the business behind that, as well as the discussion around other venues like the Bronco Stadium potentially moving to other locations. So we got into some really cool stuff with Ed McCaffrey and an opportunity to hear his perspective, not just as a former athlete, but as a business owner.
Yeah, because he's definitely got a different perspective now, right? So we want to share with our viewers some of that perspective. Take a listen.
I think this is a great opportunity for businesses to use a new way to reach a younger audience and kind of plant that business name that can stick for decades to come in that sense.
And Ed McCaffrey, now you obviously you have a couple of kids who've just graduated in pros. You've been there yourself. I'm really interested to hear from your perspective, from a lived experience. How does this strike you?
Yeah, well, nil, the word you're using, was what I got for NIL when I went to college, which was nil. I got nothing. But I can imagine that my sons would have done pretty well in college if they had name, image, and likeness back then.
Topic of conversation now is all happening just so recently.
Yeah. I mean, you know, there's so much happening with this, and there's pros and cons to how it's changing the game. One of the things that we talked about on the show that not a lot of folks know is the athletic director from MSU Denver was sharing with us in a presentation that 60% of students that enter the portal these days because of the change with NIL actually don't find a home. And so there's those who are winners, who are clearly finding places, who are making money, who are doing well, and there are those who aren't, who are hoping to. And so there's pros and cons to this conversation. We discuss that. We get into so much. The real cool part about it is I'm a business owner, Lauren. You know, I love talking economics, finance, and business, and we don't always understand the business behind sports. And so Ed McCaffrey and Ed Sealover and I really kind of take time to unpack that on the Business Buzz.
Awesome. And I was taking a look online at some of the sauces. Looks like he's got some good ones.
He does. Well, and I got to say this because it's not just sauces. He also has these protein bites, which are really good and they're really tasty. And I got to give him a shout out, you know, that it's really exciting because not enough of us get enough protein in our diet.
Yeah.
So this is his way of kind of helping folks get more protein in their diet.
Yeah, when you can make it taste good, absolutely. Sign me up.
Yeah,
we'll catch this latest episode starting tomorrow afternoon at 2:10 on our 9 News Plus streaming channel. Thank you so much for coming in, Ryan.
Check us out, the Business Buzz. Thanks,
Good
Lauren.
deal.